Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. So we're in Cincinnati, Ohio right now, and fall is in the air. The weather is perfect, so we're going exploring. All right, first stop is Cedar Creek Lake State Park. Alicia, I think we should go check out the dam overlook.
Why are you saying those words?
It's the dam overlook. You have to go check it out.
He's not making this more than a G-rated video. It really is the dam overlook.
Look, we're going to the dam overlook. This is a great dam overlook. So how did you enjoy this dam overlook?
It's beautiful. I wish I was out there fishing, honestly, but this is pretty.
Of all the dam overlooks we've been to, this is a great dam overlook.
How many times you gonna say it?
I'm just looking for the damn gift shop. Where to next?
The dam visitor center? I don't know.
That's right, we're going back to the dam visitor center. I'd like to go hiking. What is like a good one for kids?
A mile? 2 miles?
We can do 2 miles, no problem.
In the bottom, on the middle, or in the middle, on the bottom.
Okay. Is that the swinging bridge one? Okay.
Yeah.
There's waterfalls too, or is it kind of?
Right now it might be a water trickle.
Okay. It's time to go back to the dam parking lot.
Oh my gosh. When will this end?
when we get out of the dam area. All right, so we left the dam area and now we're at the first hiking place. I promise that's the last time.
I bet y'all are glad that's over.
So she gave us a kid-friendly one. It's the Horseshoe Falls Trail, 2.4 miles. And the reward is a waterfall, which she said might be a trickle right now, and a suspension bridge. Are you ready for a fun bridge?
Yes.
So that is our first adventure here. We're gonna go look for a suspension bridge and a trickling waterfall. All right, we've made it out of the parking lot to the first fork in the road. Ashlyn, what's the map say? Which way do we go? Are you sure? This hike depends on you. Are you sure? Well, let's go.
Is she right? She said, am I actually right?
She is right. It's the only way to go. That way goes back to the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
What if we let her choose?
Oh, that might be a fun way to hike. Just let your kid decide at the fork in the road which way you go. You better have your walking shoes on.
The ranger said when you get to the suspension bridge, turn around because the trail goes around the whole lake. It's 13 miles if you don't turn around.
Oh yeah, I don't have 13 miles in me. Can you say hi?
Hi, Bubba.
Yeah, that's the way to the playground when we come back. If you have energy to play, we'll play.
And there it is.
That's our reward.
There it is. Mama done set the standard on what the expectations are for this hike. There's a playground at the end.
Hikes, then play.
What's the over-under on they're too tired to walk back here, but when we get here, we'll be here for 2 hours?
I think we're good. They've been locked in the RV for a couple days, it feels like. So I think we're gonna get through this hike okay, but they're still gonna wanna play, even if they are tired when we're done.
Straight ahead by the trail.
Yeah, by the trail. Look, it's on this side of the trail. Straight up there. You see it?
Look, he just walked across.
Oh my gosh, he might walk back across because there's only water down there. That was cool.
Hey, just, I mean, it's season time. Go ahead and say the annual joke about your dad.
Hey Dad, I bet I've seen more deer than you have this year. And you even started early this year with your bow hunting.
Hey, I saw one ran to the water and the other one ran that way.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, there's two?
Yes.
Okay, you see the deer?
You've now seen two
there
deer. There it goes.
Oh, here comes the other one.
Here comes the other one.
Oh, there is two. You see them?
Why?
Look, they're just looking at us. She said that way leads to the parking lot.
How did she know that?
We're going this way because she's your child. She's not directionally challenged like her mama.
But you didn't even question her. You just said, that sounds good, let's go.
Hey, we're following her.
I knew that way can go to the parking lot, so this way.
So you said, no, we don't want to see a parking lot. We want to see a waterfall and a bridge. Downhill or uphill?
This over here is giving me Indian Dunes sand, or what's it called?
Indiana Dunes.
Indiana Dunes flashbacks. It just needs a little sand on it. That's about how steep our hills were there.
Okay.
We don't want to do that.
So we're going to take a break for a little bit so Kaden can get a drink, and I also want a drink.
So not only are you leading us, you're thinking about all the members in the group and that we need breaks.
We're going to have to take a break like now.
And this is our break spot? You chose this as our break spot?
Yes, because we have to get one of these. Oh! That's scary.
Which way are we going?
There's a spider.
Which way are we going?
So every time there's a sign, we have to take a break.
Okay.
Break time's over. It's time to hit the train.
There's the scenic overlook of Horseshoe Falls. It doesn't sound very folly.
I don't think there's much. I saw that picture online actually. There is nothing falling from it. I don't even think there's a trickle down there.
That's where we're going. There's kids down there playing. This kind of feels like that Arkansas hike.
That's what
where
I was
we were looking for the
thinking.
waterfall, and when we got there, we didn't realize we'd already missed it because
Right.
there was no water falling. We have a suspension bridge.
Look at it. Oh, you jump and it moves.
I didn't expect it to go side to side. Unfortunately, she was right. There's not going to be much of a waterfall because this is the river.
Wobble me again, okay?
Wobbly?
Yes, wobble me again.
I'm going to get you! I'm going to get you!
Let's stay!
The bridge monster didn't get you.
Okay, come on.
Arr. Watch out for that river. It's a rager.
I know. It's slightly less terrifying when there's not water underneath you flowing through.
It's time for a fun history dad fact for the day. Do you know why it's so low right now?
I do not.
Well, up here in Ohio, there's this thing called snow, and
Yeah.
it does that every year. They have it drained down right now because we're going into winter, so we'll make sure there's enough area for the snow when it starts
when
melting
it starts to melt.
come here.
Okay, thanks for the
Normally,
dad fact.
there would be water there. You know what those are, Ashlyn?
Seashells.
Yes, they're fossils. Okay, I'm gonna point it out right now.
It's almost mama
Let's talk
falling.
about this. I have had to cut this camera off so many times because you're walking like your daddy right now.
There's too many rocks and roots and leaves. It makes for a slippery and lots of tripping trail.
No, this is not for you.
Phil, this is not for you.
Look at that raging waterfall. Welcome to the riverbed. It's full of flowing water.
To Horseshoe Fall.
I bet when this thing is flowing, it's awesome right here.
It is. I bet it's so neat.
And the fact that there's wood and these rocks are like, this is probably a rager when the snow's melting.
Right.
All right, it's time to go back to the truck.
Which way do we go? That is not the right way.
No.
Which way do we go?
I actually lied. I'm trying to prank you.
You're trying to prank me? Okay. They weren't lying about that. When we first came through here, I didn't know what they were talking about. Well, that's where we were standing, right down there. And that is for sure a cliff. We made it back to the playground. Here we go. What a great day. Now, back to the RV park. Well, good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Ohio. And welcome back to the beautiful weather. This is also the last day of this beautiful weather. So it's the first week of October right now. I know you guys are gonna see this a few weeks later, but when we checked in, the camp host said you came at the perfect time of year. She goes, here in Ohio, the first week of October is amazing. And then it's gonna rain one day and the amazing weather is over and basically the start of winter. They probably call it fall, but us people from Texas, we call it winter. And they weren't lying. So when we went hiking yesterday at the state park, it was 85 degrees. Today, it's 70. It's beautiful. It's a little chilly in the shade, but a perfect day. Well, tonight that ends. Tonight, the temperatures start dropping into the 30s at night, and the rest of the time we're here, as far as my weather app will scroll out, there is not a single day where the high is above 65. So it looks like fall is starting and we're on our way to winter. That means one thing, it's time to check the propane levels, because when it gets cold like that, we're for sure gonna need propane. Oh yeah, that one's for sure empty. This one is also empty. I had to go look it up. I had to know when the last time I brought propane this year was. And it was 4 months ago. It was in May and we were in New Jersey. And that was the last time we saw temperatures in the 30s at night. We do a pretty good job of not running through a whole lot of propane most of the time. It runs our hot water heater and we do use a little bit of it for cooking. But for the most part, we don't use the furnace much until it starts getting in the 30s. If it stays above 40, the heaters do just fine keeping this thing warm. But when it goes into the 30s, you just can't keep this thing comfortable without the help from the furnace. Now let's go find out how much propane costs at this campground. Unfortunately, the guy that has the certifications to do it is just not at work today. So now we gotta load everything back up. I'm gonna go find somewhere local to get our tanks filled. Really starting to like the green store. Did y'all know they had propane? I don't know what's going on in Ohio today, but the guy that works at the RV park must also work here at Menards because they don't have an employee that can fill tanks either. All right, third time's a charm. Truck Supply, I hope the guy that does this came to work today. I really didn't think I was gonna spend so much time just trying to get our propane tanks filled. All right, the guy that can fill tanks came to work, finally getting propane. The tanks are full. Since I'm in town, I think it's time I did something about all this. What do you guys think? That's better. And now to comb it. All right, propane's all good. Since the weather is so nice, how about we play a game called Tour This RV Park? And this time I have a special guest to help me. Are you ready to tour?
Yes. I'm going to tour this place with you. Welcome to Olive Branch Campground.
That's right. This is Olive Branch Campground just outside Cincinnati, Ohio. And just like the theme of everything else in this area, we are surrounded by corn and corn. But all that changes when you go down that road right there. As you make your way down this road, you leave the farmland behind to the campground, which is down there about 3/4 of a mile. J plus A plus I plus M plus A plus G. That's a very interesting love triangle.
They have tons of walking trails.
Yes, they do. So we're right here on the road coming in, and there is one of the trails. And all these woods right here, they're full of them. And me and Alicia have been spending quite a lot of time getting our steps on in the trails here in the woods.
I'm gonna show you guys the trails.
Yeah, these trails are really awesome. Look at these trails. Ashlyn, do you like the trails?
Yes. This is the end of the trail.
Yep, so that's where we came out at, and we went in the woods way down there by the entrance. And right here is the start of the RV park.
Bigfoot. They have a fishing pond. They have propane.
They do have propane, as long as the guy who does it comes to work for the day.
They have dump stations. They have cabins.
All right, you made your way down the long road. You come right there. You pull up right there to check in. That is the office, the dumpsters, propane, which you know about, cabins, dump station. We're checking the bulletin board to see what activities are scheduled for the weekend.
They have pools, but it's closed.
That's right, it's closed. Like most things up here, they close after Labor Day, and it's the first week of October, so it's closed and covered up for the season.
Y'all probably can see the stuff in the back of the pool.
You're excited about the Halloween decorations, aren't you?
The next RV park is going to be like the trick or treat one. That means you get candy.
She knows. Halloween is coming, and Halloween means one thing. Time to stock up on candy.
This is laundry. So this is where some books are and where kids can play. At the bottom and look behind you. Kids can write on there because there's chalk.
This is called the game room.
Yes. They have a pavilion.
Yes, they do. They have a pavilion, and this is where we came on the day we got here for the chili cook-off. Number 1 or 2, hope you won. And right behind the pavilion is this giant field. And everything you see around this field right here, all these RVs and all these sites, those are seasonal or permanent sites. And everything on that side is a traveling guest like us. And in the middle of this field is a huge collection of all kinds of playground. My kids love this.
I'm up here and I always like to come here.
Do you love this playground?
Yes. I always go on the pirate ship first and then this. Like I can do it this way.
So y'all get that? Pirate ship first, and then we come over here and do backflips. They also have a basketball court.
And this is our site.
This is our side, and it's not a terrible site. It's actually a really nice site. I love RV parks like this. I just don't like whenever they do the trees and the poles and the hookups, and they make it so hard to get into them. So here we go. We take up everything. The truck is kind of still on the road, but there's no room on the backside. We have water, sewer, and electric, but there's no electric on this side. So water and sewer on this side, and for some reason, the pedestal is in the front yard. It's right there. And it's like that on every other site on this row right here at the pull-throughs. Another thing they do over here on the pull-through traveling sites is they are very pro pole on their sites. Pole, 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 pole. They got poles everywhere. In the front, they didn't put poles. Instead, they made sure there was a tree at the corner of every site the way you have to leave. Tree, 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 tree. And every one of those trees is going to be a problem if you're a medium to large rig when leaving your site. The one thing this park is missing is they don't have a dedicated dog park. They do have trash bags and trash cans all around the park, but there is no dedicated space for dogs. So what do we pay to stay here? We paid $65.30 a night to stay in this campground. I think it's a perfect price. It's a perfect campground. I know I pick on them for their poles and their trees, but I love campgrounds like this that are established. They have the good tree cover. It's an all around very relaxing experience. It's very quiet here. So yes, We love this place and we would come back, preferably when it's not so cold like we're about to experience in the next few days.
Now the tour is over. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.